Hey, kia ora, Helen Brown's here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Oh, excuse me. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1298. COVID day 4, energy zapped. Been doing pretty well. Sorry, I've got a throat lozenge in my mouth. I apologize. Been doing pretty good the past 3 days. Today, temperature was down to 70. Oh, yeah. 97.7. I was going to 70. That doesn't sound right. 97.7. So it's around my normal. It's basically, for me, it's normal. Again, woke up with a sore throat this morning. Less congestion up here. Starting to get congestion in the chest. Energy today was 0. I have been. There was no chance of washing the hair. I did take my braids down finally, and yeah, it's under a baseball cap right now. I am going to attempt because I even stood in the bathroom, which there's not many places you can go in my bathroom. You can sit on the toilet and brush your teeth at the same time, and spit into the sink, wash your hands, all of that from the toilet seat. It is it is a very small space. If you've ever been into an RV bathroom, you know how small spaces can be. If you're not sitting on the toilet, then you're standing in front of the hand basin, and you can basically just turn around, and that's it. It's a very small space. So I stood in there today, and I tried like I was washing my hair, like putting my hands up here like I was washing my hair. I will tell you this, I got so dizzy so quickly. I just sat down on top of the toilet seat. I couldn't stay standing up. And I thought, great. Not going to get to wash my hair anytime soon, and it's really annoying me because it's the longest my hair's gone without being washed, and it's grungy. It's horrible. It doesn't even feel nice to put my fingers in it. Ugh. The part that's up here, the bit that's down here, not too bad. It's still nice and soft and silky and that sort of thing too. So, but trying to find a way that I can wash it in some way where I don't have to stand to do it, because standing to do it is going to cause some balance issues. And especially with this mop, it takes 20 minutes to shampoo and condition it, from start to finish. From getting it wet to when I finish is 20 minutes. So if anybody has any great ideas on how I can wash my hair without falling over, I don't have space to sit on my shower floor. If I sat down on the shower floor, I don't know if I could get out. Getting into it would be a problem as well. It's a delicate balance in there. And of course, one long wall is shower curtain. So I thought, yeah, well, I could try it with facing the curtain and leaning my butt up against the long side wall and doing it that way, because then I've got the room to put my arms up as well. But if I can't stand, and I thought maybe we could try that. I'm going to give it a go tomorrow morning. But if you have any ideas on how to wash hair when facing balancing issues, and you only have a shower, you don't have a bath, and it's a very small shower, I would greatly appreciate the ideas. Somebody suggested dry shampoo. I don't think I've ever tried that stuff. I don't think I have. And my hair's probably way past any time for dry shampoo rescue anyway. But today has been just a very quiet day. I didn't even spend. I had one thing I had to do on the computer this morning, and then I basically shut the computer down. I only just turned it back on to do this, and spent the rest of the day either in my recliner or on the bed. And I have these really two cool blankets that I lay on top of the blanket that's on the bed, which is really nice and soft and snuggly. And then I have another one of that, and then I have one that I made for my mother-in-law. And I put those two over top of me, and I'm just like in this little cocoon, and it's awesome. And this afternoon I was in the recliner, and my head started drifting, and I started getting a sore neck, because my recliner doesn't fully recline unless I put the little side table away. I turn the recliner to face the back of the RV, and then I can stretch out fully. Yeah. I need to fix that. I'm thinking, how quickly could I get stuff in for next week when Zeffy's not here, where I could get the old couch removed, put in a reclining 2-seater love seat where both seats separately recline, but they have no divider between them. And then get rid of the old recliner as well. So I've been toying around with that to see, what can I do? And then I suddenly thought, oh, I've never had anywhere to put a printer. I could fit a stand in over where the recliner is that could house my printer. And then I was like, oh, where would I put the printer when we're traveling? Well, we're not traveling right now, so it's not a problem. But I thought I could somehow anchor up a printer stand where the recliner is and put my printer there. I thought that would be really cool if I could do that. Only because I've been without a printer for so long, and it drives me bonkers. A lot of the times if there's stuff I really, really have to print, I have to send it like Office Depot or Kinko's or something like that to get them to print it for me. And that's money and time that I really didn't want to have to do. So that's one thought. And then with the couch, it's starting to show springs through it. So if I could get it out of here next week, but I would have to find somebody to help me do that. And then I would have to get the love seats in. And the love seats I want are wall-hugging recliners where they have to sit out about this much out from the wall, the base of them. And then when the back comes down, it swings down and out. So you've got more hanging over the base than you do over the back. And that would all fit in the slide area here. So when the seats are up, they're fully in the slide area. But it means I could recline and I'd have an extra seat next to me if Zeffy wants to jump up next to me. Because there's times that she wants to, but she can't because I'm on the recliner. And for some reason, she doesn't really like being on my lap. She'd rather be next to it. So I wouldn't be able to give her that option to get up there as well. And then it would leave a space at the end where we could put her crate. And then I can put a darker cover over it to make it more of a cave because she likes the cave feel on her crate. So I was thinking, could I get that done in time next week? Well, it would depend on when the love seats got here and if I could find somebody to help me dismantle and dispose of the couch. That's the other thing. Yes, I can get the couch out of here, but where do I dispose of it? That's the other problem. So, but I've got a lot of other stuff that needs to be done before I can even look at doing that. But one of the things I'm going to be doing next week is a deep, deep clean. Because with COVID, I have no idea where in the RV it has landed. I don't know if it survives on surfaces or not, but the whole RV is going to get basically disinfected from one end to the other. All bed linens will get washed, or any blankets and all of that will get washed. And when Zeffy comes back, it's going to smell all nice and fresh and new. It might upset her. Didn't think of that, but that's the way it is. So there's going to be a lot of washing getting done next week. But yeah, so and today at one point I was just sort of like, okay, I was sitting in the recliner, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to fall asleep. And all I did basically all day was just sit and read. I occasionally went onto Facebook or TikTok. I kept sending a friend these funny videos. They were hilarious. And I know, sweetie girl, come here, Zeph. She's whining. She wants to go. She needs to go for her walk, but I thought I'll quickly do this before the walk because I won't have the energy when I get back. My energy today has, for some reason, been really, really zapped. Like I went to stand at the sink today to get my dishes done from the breakfast, and just had this wave of dizziness come over me. I was like, okay, we better go sit down. And I've been keeping up with my protein shakes and my supplements and everything else that's supposed to help me and energize me and things like that. And it is barely touching the zapped feeling from today. So even before I came here, I was getting ready and I was like, I got to go lay down. So I went and laid down on the bed, and Zeffy actually came up on, and I sleep on, when you're looking at the bed, I'm on the left-hand side. When you're looking at the head of the bed, I'm on the left-hand side. And so I was just laying there, and she actually jumped up next to me by my feet, and I managed to swivel my hips around and over a little more to give her a little more space. And she came up to probably about my thigh level and just sat there and looked at me. And I could just barely, without moving, because I didn't want to take any space up, I wanted her a chance just to like lay down and relax against me. But yes, we shall see. It'll be interesting. But so today's been a very zapped day, and it's just been reading, a little bit on social media, but mainly reading and napping. But the temperature's down. Oh, and I did another COVID test today, and I'm still positive. That's all I can say to that. But I did get in contact with some other family members, and the ones I've been able to get in contact with, only one has not come back with COVID. Others have got tested positive for COVID, and I'm sort of like, wow. But the one that didn't had a high fever, which is now gone, but he was negative on COVID tests. But yeah, out of those family members I've contacted so far, only one hasn't had COVID. So it's been interesting. So anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. If you have ideas on how I can wash my hair without having to stand up in my shower, come here, sweetie girl. You want to come say hi? Come on. You want treats? Come on. Treats? Come on. What's this? Tally, she's just standing there like, oh, you have food, do you? Come on. Good girl. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. You can't see her, but she's sitting here with her two front paws up on the table. Sitting all prim and proper. Her back is nice and straight. And she's sitting with her two front paws on the chair. She's now, I've just noticed that she's got some marks on her nose, and it's because, and the scratches on her nose are because she, when she was with the dog sitters, they would put her in the crate every morning while they were out for 20 minutes to go and drop the kids off at school. And they'd come home, and she would greet them at the door, and then go and get up on the couch. And the sitter said that she noticed that there was some marks on her by one of her eye teeth. And we figured that was from her gripping the wire to try and get the crate open. And I actually want to get the crate back here. It's still at the sitter's place since they're only going to be gone for 4 minutes. Come here, Zeph. You want this one? Come on. You want a treat? Okay. I'll keep this one here. See? Treat. She's like... but I've noticed over the week that these marks have appeared on her nose. And she's got these little bit of... I'm not quite sure what, but it's like a rough patch area, and I figure that's from the wires on the crate as well. So I'm gonna have to talk to them, because the first time she stayed with them for the 10 days. The first day they left her in the crate, she got out. The second day she tried to get out, but they had turned it so she couldn't. And the third day she just started taking Zeffie in the van with her, and the other dogs, to take the kids to school, and Zeffie was fine. So I might suggest that again, or if they're comfortable with it, since she gets herself out of the crate anyway, just leave her out of the crate, and but not lock her in the crate, so she can use the crate as her safe space, which is what she likes to do with her crate. And then when she gets playful, she runs in there and starts digging in the bedding in the crate. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, I'm out of here. I am off to walk my puppy. Feels really, really hot, and that's because it's 73.5 degrees inside, and I've got a hat on. Yes, and I've got my shoes and socks on. But it feels sweltering in here, even though my temperature is normal. Anyway, if you have ideas on how to get my hair washed without getting dizzy results, it's when I put my hands up like this and I start doing this movement that I start getting the dizzy feeling going. I would greatly appreciate it. So if you have, yeah, it's just putting my hands above my head. I mean, I went to reach for my shaker earlier out of the top cupboard up there, and that was sort of like a, whoa. So I think it's putting my hands above my shoulders, reaching above my shoulders is causing an issue as well. So if you have ideas on, because I noticed when I brushed my hair out, I got dizzy too. So if you have any ideas that can help me get my hair washed without standing in a shower, I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. We'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hey, konara.